Hello, good morning and welcome to this segment of the program. Inuagata no Sahai is still my name, and I am the workforce trainer. You can call me the training consultant, workforce activator, as you may want to. But I'm here to make sure that I make your day of premium value. Now, a wise man said, I, Daniel, understood by books. And today, we are going to be learning together from a book I have here. And the book was authored by Glenn N. Parker. He's one of my mentors on the area of teamwork. If you Google the name Glenn N. Parker, I will spell it for you, Glenn, the M. Parker, Glenn M. Parker. You know, he's the author of the book Cross-Functional Teams. Cross-Functional Teams. Working with allies, enemies, and other strangers. So that's the book we are going to be discussing or learning from this morning together. The wise man said, I, Daniel, understood by books. And we are going to be looking at page 210 in that particular book. And something very key that we are going to be looking at there is what Parker, Glenn M. Parker, calls Parker top 10 ways to ensure team failure. Parker's top 10 ways to ensure team failure. In other words, if you want your team to fail, do these things. If you want your team to fail, do these things. And I will just read them to you. You know, Parker's top 10 ways to ensure team failure. If you want your team to fail, these are the 10 ways, you know, according to Glenn M. Parker, these are the things team leaders do that makes team to fail. Parker's top 10 ways to ensure team failure. Number 10, starting from number 10, it says, don't listen to any idea or recommendation from a team. It's probably not a good idea since it is new and comes from a team. That's number 10. It says, don't listen to any idea or recommendation from a team. It's probably not a good idea since it's new and comes from a team. So if you want your team to fail as a team leader, don't listen to any idea or recommendation from them, according to Mr. Parker, Glenn N. Parker. Then 9, he says, don't give teams any additional resources to help solve problems in their area. Teams are supposed to save money and make do with less. Besides, they will probably just waste more time and money. In other words, if you want your team to fail, don't give them resources to solve problems in their department or in the team. With that, you will easily ensure team failure. Then number 8, treat all problems as signs of failure and treat all failures as a reason to disband teams and downgrade team members. Teams are supposed to make things better, not cause you more problems. Glenn M. Parker says, if you want your team to fail, treat all problems as signs of failure and treat all failures as a reason to disband teams. Then number 7, create a system that requires lots of reviews and signatures to get approvals for all changes, purchases, and new procedures. You can't be too careful these days. Then number 6, if you want your team to fail, remember we are looking at Glenn M. Parker top 10 ways of ensuring team failure. Now we are on number 6. Number 6 says, get the security department involved to make it difficult for teams to get information about the business. Don't let those team members near any computers. You don't want them finding out how the business is run. If you want your team to fail, do that. Glenn M. Parker, number 5, top 10 ways to ensure team failure. Assign a manager to keep an eye on teams in your area. Tell the teams that he or she is here to help facilitate. But what you really want these managers to do is control the direction of the teams and report back to you on any deviations from your plan. Then number 4, if you want your team to fail, according to Glenn M. Parker, number 4, when you reorganize or change policies and procedures, do not involve team members in the decision or give them any advance warning. This will just slow things down and make it difficult to implement the changes. That's number 4. Then number 3, cut out all training of team members. If you want your team to fail, cut out all training of team members. Problem solving is just common sense anyway. And besides, all that training really accomplishes is to make a few consultants really rich. Then number 2, if you want your team to fail, express your criticisms freely and withhold your praise and recognition. Teams need to know where they have screwed up so that they can change. If you give out praise, people will expect a raise or a reward, and you don't want that. Then number 1, above all, remember you know the best. That's why they pay you the big bucks. Never let team members forget that. That's Glenn Parker's 10 ways to ensure that your team, fail. And now, as time will permit us, we are really running out of time, but as time will permit us, let's look at it more critically together. Don't listen to any idea or recommendations from a team. This is, if you are the type of leader that does this, the team will really fail. You don't know it all. And if you look at the word team, TEAM, it's an acronym for together, everyone achieves more. Your people, your team members, they are actually leverages for you to, generate idea. Call them idea leverages. They are there for you as idea leverages for you to harness ideas, harness expertise to advance that team forward. And at the end of the day, the credits will go to you, the team leader. But if you want the team to fail, don't listen to recommendations. Then number 9 again, he said, don't give teams any additional resources to help solve their problem. Now, problem being in a team creates a weak link in the team. A chain is as strong as its weakest link. And if there is a problem in the team that is left unresolved, that problem creates a lacuna, it creates a weakness that if it is there for a very long time, there is no way that will not become a clog in the wheel of progress of the team. But if you don't mind, you want the team to fail, you can just ignore providing resources for the team to solve its problem. Then he said, treat all problems as signs of failure and treat all failures as a reason to disband teams. Now, the people you see today as experts are all products of process. They are products of process of mistakes, failures, and those that gave them the opportunity to learn from these mistakes and learn from these failures. And today they have become experts. But if because of 1 or 2 mistakes you just disband your team, or you are always fond of doing that, laying people off, that is not good for the progress of your team. As you bring new people on board, those people will spend a lot of time, to try to adjust to your model of operation. And that is seriously going to affect, quick progress of the team. You don't want to do that. Then, create a system that requires lots of reviews and signatures to get approvals for all changes, procedures, and new and so many other things. For me, I will recommend that you don't have more than 2 stages for signatures of approval to be given for changes and making of purchases so that things can be made faster. This is no longer the generation of you having so many bottlenecks, bureaucratic bottlenecks, to have approvals given and signatures, given for things to happen. No, you just need to be fast. Now, as I begin to move towards conclusion this morning, number 6 says, get the security department involved to make it difficult for teams to get information about the business. Don't let those team members near any computers. You don't want them finding out how the business is run. Now, if the people don't have information about the business, if they don't know how the business is run, how would they work in the team? How would they work in the team? You try to, as much as you are doing everything possible to keep information from them, to hold things from them. And when they need this information to help the team solve problems and move forward, they find themselves having nothing at their disposal. And so who is losing? The general team is losing. The team leader at the end of the day will have to take the bulk of all the blame. Then, number 4, he said, when you reorganize or change policies and procedures, do not involve team members in the decision or give them any advance warning. Many people or many team leaders have found themselves in this hole. You are making changes, and the people that are working with you are total strangers to the changes you are making. And then, how are these people going to work with you? If the changes you are making, change in policy, change in procedures, change in model of operation, you are making changes, These people are strangers to it, and how are they going to help you? This becomes very, very difficult. Now, this is how time will permit us to take today. I believe when I come next time, we'll see, take it forward and see how we can avoid this kind of top 10 ways that team failure, can happen. It's called Parker's Top 10 Ways to Ensure Team Failure, from the book by Glenn M. Parker, Cross-Functional Teams, Working with Allies, Enemies, and Other Strangers. I believe that profound value have been added to you today, and I know you want to reach me, and those are my phone numbers on the screen. The MTN is 080 66 86 5060. I take it one more time, 080 66 86 5060. I will add the glow as well, and it's there. It's 080 529 29120. 080 529 29120. I'll be seeing you next week Wednesday. When I return, I will still be the amiable Inuagata no Sahai. God bless you.